This is going to be the first time ever that there is a dedicated space in the app that's focused on high quality journalism. In order to help curate the top things that are in there, we're not only doing it algorithmically, we're also, we've put together a team of folks who have experience in journalism and a background in this. Because I don't think it's something that can just be done by computers. Of course, we have personalization as well in there, but at least for the top stuff, that's going to be done by people with a background in the space. Most of the rest of what we operate on is helping give people a voice broadly and making sure that everyone can share their opinion. That's not this, right? This is a space that is dedicated to high quality and curated news. There are very strict guidelines on what it takes to be a publisher that's going to be included in here. We have to have objective standards because you can bet there are going to be questions that different folks have about why they get to be included or not in this, and making sure that that the content is in there, that the standards are clear and objective, and part of the standards are that the content needs to be able to be fact-checked and not have misinformation, right? I mean, that's an important part of the standard here. I think that this is a different. People have a different expectation in a space about dedicated high-quality news than they do in a space where the goal is to make sure that everyone can have a voice and can share their opinion. I do think that part of having this be a trusted source is that it needs to have a diversity of basically views in there. So I think you want to have content that kind of represents different perspectives, but is doing so in a way that complies with the standards that we have for this. Having someone be possible or eligible to show up is going to be different from what the curators and the journalists who are picking the top stories necessarily choose is the most relevant thing to surface. So I think we're going to have to see a little bit how this plays out. But I certainly think you want to include a breadth of content in there to make sure that all the different topics can be covered.